You will not believe what I just did. I just took a selfie of myself sitting on the toilet and sent it to my boyfriend. I didn't notice, but the photo was on live. So I just played the live back, and you can literally hear me poop. Literally, look at this. Like, are you kidding? You guys will not believe what my little brother just said to a girl at the pool. Okay, tell them what you said.
I said, hey, you're kind of cute.
Okay, then what?
Then the girl said, oh, aren't you Prince Charming? Then I said, a place that can take you on a magic carpet ride. See, how's that inappropriate, huh?
Because it's what you did after. Somebody please tell me why parents are always in our business. I literally live across the country, and my dad checks my location while he's at work, and he says, Tabitha, where are you going? Like, I don't know, Dad. I don't know. To either go get ice cream or commit a felony outside in the car. Like, are you... Okay, so today I'm telling my little brother that I'm proposing to my boyfriend. So I decided that I was gonna propose to Matthew.
Isn't that a hinge job?
No.
You're just gonna scare him away, you know that, right?
No, I am not.
Actually, that's a good idea. Get the government involved so he can never leave you.
So my friends and I are chilling at the beach, and we decided to go get some sushi. We go in, sit down, and our waiter's like, hey, what can I get you to drink? I'm like, can you make me a sparkling lemonade? He's like, we don't do that, but for you, I'll do it. I was like, cool, thanks. So then he comes back to ask for our food order. I'm like, can I have sushi but with like extra crab on top? He's like, oh, you're like so complicated. I was like, all right. But he's like, for you? Yeah. So he leaves and comes back with our order, and I smile and say thank you. He's like, yeah, what's that smile about? I'm like, you're holding a plate of sushi. It's my food. Like, why would I not smile at that? So he's just being weird. So he leaves and comes back with our checks. He's like, so apparently you have some like social media following. He's like, can I get your autograph? I was like, my autograph isn't worth anything. Probably not. He's like, okay, then can I get that phone number? I'm like, no, I have a boyfriend. He's like, oh yeah? Like, yeah, I'm not playing hard to get. No. Even if I didn't, the answer would still be no. Gosh, for my safety. He's like, well, you know, it was a shot. Like, no, that was a shot in the dark. What were you shooting at? There wasn't even a target. You're scaring me. It's been a while. So I didn't text my boyfriend back yesterday from 11 until like 7 p.m. And I literally slept from like 4 p.m. until like 8 p.m. And that's not like me. So I didn't answer any of his texts or any of his calls. So he texted all my friends. Hey, have you heard from Tabitha today? They're all like, nah, bro, I haven't. One of them's like, I hope she's not cheating on me. But then he thinks, oh my gosh, Tabitha's dead. So my boyfriend panics, drives all the way to my house. He has to break into my apartment complex, then break into my room. Then he wakes me up in my bed and says, God damn, I thought you were dead. I didn't hear from you for 9 hours, bro. So he hugs me for like 10 seconds, right? I'm like, wow, I really got myself a keeper. While this man is embracing me in a hug, I looked up at my bed frame and realized he got Smoothie King. This man thought I was dead, drives on the way to my house, and 10 minutes down the road, pulls into a Smoothie King. Okay, no one freak out, but I think Ryan Reynolds just pulled up next to me. Is that Deadpool? Alright, so today I'm gonna be confronting my little brother.
What do you want?
So I heard you kissed a girl.
No, she kissed me. Yeah, the woman above me.
Don't you have a girlfriend?
No.
Okay, and why not?
Because my teacher won't date me. I'm not settling for less. Blake! What? She's hot!
So this is my first time in LA, right? And I go outside to go pick up my Uber Eats order, my Taco Bell. And I just passed this dude on the road. It's literally 1 a.m. I just passed this dude on the road, and he's like, dude, are you cool? And I'm like, I'd like to think I am. And then he's just a little caught off guard, and I'm just like, you know what? I need friends. Let's just have a combo. So I just gave this man one of my Taco Bell tacos, and we sat on the curb for like 10 minutes, and we just talked about life, being cool together. So then I tell this dude that I gotta go inside because I gotta go to sleep, and he just casually says, hey, dude, like, I wasn't expecting that conversation. Honestly, I was just trying to sell you weed. I was like, oh. But he's like, you know what, girl? Like, I needed that conversation. You're cool. So it looks like I'm cool. He also gave me this bag of So I haven't told a story time in a while because my life hasn't been interesting, but my mom went with me to my doctor's appointment because I'm a child and I can't go alone. So I explained to my doctor that my back hurts. Pretty sure it's my kidneys. He's like, here, go put on this gown. So I'm like, okay. Like, this is kind of a revealing gown, but okay. So I think that he could, like, sense the discomfort. So as he's walking out of the door, he says, I've seen you and your mom naked. What? My mom and I are like, because, like, whenever I delivered you when you were a baby. And then my mom started to laugh. And I felt forced to laugh. And apparently this doctor delivered me when I was a child, and he felt compelled to make that joke, which left my mom and I a little uneasy for the day. My body looks a little different, doctor, than it did whenever I was born. So my friends and I are chilling at the beach, and we decided to go get some sushi. We go in, sit down, and our waiter's like, hey, what can I get you to drink? I'm like, can you make me a sparkling lemonade? He's like, we don't do that, but for you, I'll do it. I was like, cool, thanks. So then he comes back to ask for our food order. I'm like, can I have sushi but with like extra crab on top? He's like, oh, you're like so complicated. I was like, all right. But he's like, for you? Yeah. So he leaves and comes back with our order, and I smile and say thank you. He's like, yeah, what's that smile about? I'm like, you're holding a plate of sushi. It's my food. Like, why would I not smile at that? So he's just being weird. So he leaves and comes back with our checks. He's like, so apparently you have some like social media following. He's like, can I get your autograph? I was like, my autograph isn't worth anything. Probably not. He's like, okay, then can I get that phone number? I'm like, no, I have a boyfriend. He's like, oh yeah? Like, yeah, I'm not playing hard to get. No. Even if I didn't, the answer would still be no. Gosh, for my safety. He's like, well, you know, it was a shot. Like, no, that was a shot in the dark. What were you shooting at? There wasn't even a target. You're scaring me. Okay, so listen. Having a good personality and like confidence literally determines everything. I went to this little marketplace the other day in Florida, and I was looking around at this little jewelry stand. I didn't need anything. I mean, the jewelry pieces were really pretty, but I didn't love them enough to like need them. Then this lady comes out, and she was a literal light. She was literally so proud of the jewelry she made. She starts talking about the reason why she started making the jewelry, how passionate she was about it. And regardless of whether I liked the jewelry or didn't like it or wanted it or needed it, I instantly felt like I needed it because of who she was. It's like, I don't even care if I did or didn't like it, but I literally just wanted to support her passion. I didn't buy the jewelry because I liked it. I bought it because I freaking loved her. And I didn't just buy one, I bought 7. Support small businesses. Okay, listen, I'm not normally one for complaining, but I heard an ad on my Spotify for Starbucks about he's like, I recommend you just go into Dunkin'. So I don't know if any of you guys have heard about this, but there was a bomb threat in Wichita, Kansas, and oh my gosh. So apparently a guy was in Home Depot, and he starts walking towards the bathrooms, and he says, hey guys, I'm about to blow this place up. And so the customers in the store told like the front desk, and then the front desk called like the police and like law enforcement or like whatever. So everyone's literally prepared for a bomb to go off, and this man walks out of the bathroom confused. He's like, no guys, like I didn't literally mean like I was gonna blow this place up. I mean, like I just had to take a fat crap. He just wanted to warn all the other customers to leave the bathroom so that he could do his business. And an update, Home Depot actually has a sense of humor, so they decided to not press charges. Alright, so today I'm asking my little brother if he's ever going to get married. Okay, so do you ever want to get married?
No.
Why?
Because you're my sister. That's
not to me, weirdo! I'm talking about marrying someone else.
No.
Why?
Because you remember mom and dad getting married and they got a divorce? Haha, good time.
Oh my god! I literally feel like everywhere I walk alone, I have to like hold my keys and be prepared for like a surprise attack because I just don't feel safe. Like literally a guy passed me with his dog, and I was like prepared for So I was at the airport standing in the line at Starbucks, and a guy walks up and stands in front of me and goes, hey, can I cut here? I was like, no. So this guy stares at me for a second, and he's like, what? Do you not know me? So turns out he's some guy on TikTok who has 150,000 followers. Now, baby, before you get ahead of yourself, I have 8 million followers on TikTok, and people don't know me. Addison Rae has like 80 million, and some people don't know her. Charlie D'Amelio has 80 bajillion trillion, and some people still on earth don't know her. Yes, TikTok is big, but being TikTok famous is not a big deal. Humble yourself, my guy. You're not as hot as you think you are. Now go stand in the back of the line with every other dark-headed, curly-headed boy who wears Air Forces and makes thirst traps for their 12-year-old audience. Okay, so my boyfriend made plans for him and I to go on a date tonight. I just wanted to see what he would do if I pretended to make plans with someone else. Okay. Hello. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we've not talked in forever. How are you? We should definitely, yeah, I'm free tonight. We should definitely do something. I have no plans. Yeah, that's fine. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have anything planned for tonight. Can our date not just wait? Yeah, uh-huh. No, that's just my friend.
Oh, hell no. Hey! Hey! She got a boyfriend! It's not even on the phone.
I know. Where are you going? So, I wanted to be a model, right? Since I was like 10. Whenever I was 12 years old, I begged my parents to let me take a modeling class. So I started to take model walking classes, and I became a pro. I sent in applications for a modeling agency. literally just, I can't breathe. I had some interviews with some important people. I spent 4 months waiting around. I took it upon myself and asked for an update. The man in charge said, Tabitha, you are too short and too wide to model. Bro, what? Okay, Darren Harp, why did it take you 4 months to tell me that I was too short and too fat for you? I didn't want to model for you anyways. You know, maybe I'm not physically too big. Maybe your company is just financially too small. Maybe you just couldn't afford me. I went to my boyfriend's grandparents' house today. This was my first time meeting them, and I have really freaking bad stomach issues. And I knew I was not about to make it to the bathroom in time. I just let one slip. I farted. Boyfriend's grandpa goes, oh gosh. Oh gosh, heavens, that's terrible. So I did the first thing that came to my mind. I think it was the dog. My boyfriend's grandpa is like, oh my gosh, this smells so bad, someone put the dog outside. So now I am sitting in my car because my boyfriend's grandpa just called the vet for the dog and told the vet that his dog was dying from the inside out. I feel so guilty. I've decided I'm gonna go tell my boyfriend it was me.
Whenever the dog farted earlier.
Yeah.
It wasn't the dog. It was me.
You're lying.
No, I'm not.
That was the nastiest thing I've ever smelled in my whole life. I'm gonna get that checked out.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to ignore this, but I'm at the airport chilling in the bathroom, doing my thing. Of course, when you're going number 2 in a public bathroom, you get a little self-conscious. And he comes in and sits in the stall next to me. I'm chilling there waiting for the lady to leave, and it's dead silent. This girl ain't peeing, but I stand my ground. I wasn't gonna leave the bathroom. So then I hear her start laughing. I was like, what the hell? So she speaks up and says, honey, this totally gonna be beyond my comfort zone, but like, can you give me some toilet paper? I died. I handed her a bundle under the stall. A few minutes passed. She says, you finna poop too? I said, I guess. She said, honey, what do you mean you guess? You're either going or you ain't. Then we both flushed the toilets at the same time. Then she said, you can go on ahead and wash your hands so it's not awkward. I laughed. She laughed. That's it. That is all of the story.